Hello, my name is Cheryl Evans and I'm the Technology Specialist at Rockingham Community College. The next video in our series is an introduction to student planning. Student planning is part of a software called Self-Service. Self-Service is a new and innovative tool for accessing your student records. It will eventually replace WebAdvisor as we know it today. So let's get started by going to the RCC website by typing in www.rockinghamcc.edu. Once you're at the RCC homepage, you'll go ahead and click on My RCC Login. Under the student portal here, we will click WebAdvisor to begin. Once we click on WebAdvisor, it will take us to the login screen. From the login screen, we're going to go ahead and click Login, and we're going to log in with our username and password. Now remember, the last video series we learned how to change our password for logging into WebAdvisor. Our username is comprised of our last name, first initial, and the last four digits of our student ID. The password is what you reset it to when you logged into WebAdvisor for the first time. If you have not reset your password, please go back and review the video on how to change your password. So we're going to click Submit, and this will take us into the WebAdvisor student account. We'll click on Students, and from here we're going to click on Student Planning. Now the first time that you log into Student Planning, it is going to take a moment for it to load up your information. And you can see here that we have several modules that are part of our Student Planning. We have Student Finance, Student Planning, Financial Aid, and then Graduation. This video series will work with Student Planning. So when you first log in, you're going to get your home page, My Progress, Plan and Schedule, Course Catalog, Test Summary, and Unofficial Transcript. Now if you want to look through here, there's a couple of ways. You can go to View My Progress, or you can go to Plan Your Degree and Register for Classes. The home page also gives you the program of study that you're in and your current GPA. So let's go ahead and get started because we're going to go to My Progress. And again, that first time it will take a moment. Now, if you have been in multiple programs at Rockingham Community College, you may have several things listed here. So as we begin, we'll click on Continuing Education, and there's no requirement specified at this time. The student has taken some Con Ed classes. We'll click Next, and it will take us into our respiratory care program. Now, from here, we will see that we have a program. We have our GPA, the Associate in Applied Science, the name of the program, and the catalog year that you are part of that program. This is very important because programs do change periodically, so you want to always make sure that you know what program that you're in. From this screen, we can see our progress, and this is how we're moving forward as to getting completed in our program. We have our total number of credits, and you can see that we're 59 of 73. 43 have been completed, 13 are in progress, and the yellow means that 3 credits have been planned. And you will get that same information here. 43 of the institutional credits completed, 13 are in progress, and that 3 are being planned now. This will give you a description of the respiratory care program. If you click on more, this is the same description that's in the catalog. So you can look through that, and we can click Close. Currently, we do not use anything under program notes, but hopefully in the future we will have that. So as we scroll down, we can begin to look at requirements for your program. Now, we are just so very excited about this information that is here for our students. Under General Education, it will show you what you need. So if we click on Show Details, it will tell us that the student under communication needed to take 2 groups, take 3 credits from English 111 and take 3 credits from either English 111 or COM 121. So you can see that the student has completed these details. You may have to periodically click on show details or hide details. Some students like to hide the details once they've completed, so it just kind of makes the window smaller as they're moving through. So if you click that, it just makes it go away, but you still have your check mark showing that you have completed the tasks that were there. So we can see that the student has completed English 111. They completed English 114, so they have taken the credits that were needed. So 2 of 2 have been completed here. Again, we have fulfilled our commitment here for COM 121. And under social and behavioral sciences, there are the things that you will need to take here as well. And you can see that they took Psych 150 in this. When it says that something has been replaced, this means that you took the course before, maybe didn't make as good a grade as you wanted to, and you took it again to try to get a better grade. And it will show the word replacement here. The same thing as we move through on our natural sciences, our humanities. You just have to read these areas and then take something from within that group that will meet your requirements. You want to make sure that as you're looking through your program of study that you only take courses that are relevant to your program of study. You don't want to go out and pick courses that will not help you complete your degree in a timely manner. Now, as you get down into your required courses, this information will be listed here, and you can see green means that the student has completed a course. In progress is the green and white. That means the student is currently taking that course. The not started means that the student has not taken these courses or has not signed up for them. As we continue on, again, we've got some completed, in progress, and not started. Now, at the bottom of the screen, this will show your other courses. Now, other courses will include any courses that you got non-course credit for. So when you began taking classes here at the college, you went through and you took a series of placement tests. For example, if you placed out of certain classes, you will see that information here. Any developmental math and or English and reading that you might have had to take, you will see that listed here as well. Some of these things will have a grade, some will not if they're non-course credit. In the program of study, we don't include any developmental courses, but you do have to take the developmental courses to be ready to take your program of study. So that's a brief description on my progress. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and talk about each of these other tabs very quickly, and then we'll do some more video series on how to actually plan and register for your classes. So the next tab here, it says Plan and Schedule. This is the tab that will allow you to look at courses that you need to take for the coming semester. And the first time, again, it will take a moment for this to load the data. So as that's loading up, I want to remind you that before you can register for any classes at Rockingham Community College, that you must meet with your advisor, and that can be in person, via email, via telephone, because we want to make sure that you have a good relationship with your advisor and that you are taking the courses that you need to take to be successful in your program of study. Now, under the Plan and Schedule, the first time that this comes up, this will show your current schedule, and you can see that this student is for the spring of 2016. Their green classes mean that they have enrolled in the courses and they're currently taking. I love this view right here because it allows you to kind of see when your classes are working. Now, as we scroll down, we can see that English 111 has been approved and the student has planned it, but the student has not registered for this class because at this time registration is not open. So when registration is open, you would be able to click Register Now here, and you can see other classes listed here. Just a note that you might want to make a mental note about this is anything that is an online course will be listed at the bottom of your schedule here. Now you notice these classes are listed on a certain day at certain times. Well, the online courses could be Monday through Sunday, 24 hours a day, so they will be listed at the bottom of your screen here. And you can see when you click on that, it gives you the instructor that this is an online course that meets Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sundays. There are 9 seats available. And then these are the requirements to get into that particular program. Okay. Now, the timeline allows you to look as a student back at what you've taken here at RCC. It's just another view. So currently this student is enrolled in some classes here and they have one planned. So you can see 13 credits enrolled and 3 credits in plan. As you scroll back, you will see additional semesters that a student could be here. If a student took any continuing education, that information will be here. And then also any non-course credit that you got credit for during the placement testing. Under advising, this will list your advisor, and then it will give you a place where you can send a note to your faculty member, and we will talk about that just a little bit later in the video series. We can click next at the top and go to our course catalog, and this will allow you to be able to search for courses that we offer. You can look at a subject, but if we clicked on accounting, and again it will take just a moment for it to load up the first time, this will show you any courses that are listed in accounting. Now you would want to make sure that you filter this for the current semester, so we'll say spring 2016, and then now our list would be less classes. Now if you wanted to filter just for a particular instructor, you can see that this Mr. Acosta is only teaching ACA 121. If you uncheck his name there and you wanted to see what Mr. Price was teaching, you can see that he is teaching other courses. This will give you the description of the course, and it will tell you what the prerequisites for the course are, and the location would be here on campus. You can also search for different times of the day, so if you wanted something in the afternoons, these classes would meet that curriculum. And for certificates, diplomas, you could look at course levels and maybe something that's not online, and again these 2 courses are not online. So your filters will come up here and show, so as you don't want those filters anymore, you can close that and it will go back. The main thing you want to remember is always to filter for the current term, so you can make sure that the class is available. You can also search here for courses as well. The easiest way is to put in the term, which we use 2016 SP for our spring term, space, and then if we wanted to look up accounting, we can put ACC and then press enter. That should give us any of the accounting classes that would be there. And again, we would want to filter just to make sure that we have only the spring classes showing. As we talk about registration and how to use this, we will talk a little more about this piece here. Under test summary, this will give you your test scores that you took while you were here at RCC, and these scores can be talked about with you with your advisor, and they can give you more information on that piece here. The unofficial transcript, this is where if you need a continuing ed or a curriculum transcript, you can click on these, and these are unofficial, and these do not replace our official signed and sealed transcripts. If you need to get an official transcript, you will need to contact our records office in the Whitcomb Student Center. There's a form for you to fill out, and then they will send you an official transcript. Remember, official is signed and sealed, where the unofficial is just a copy of courses that you have taken while you're here at RCC. Now this is just a beginning in the video series for us using student planning, but this is kind of a general overview. Please watch other videos in the series as to how to use the different features just a little more. Make sure when you're finished using the student planning that you always log out by clicking the sign out button here. We thank you for watching the video series, and we hope that you will watch others in this series. Thanks, and have a great day.